Hey, welcome. How you doing? My name is Joseph, and this is your training from 24/7 Empowerment on how to go after your customers. Now, this is in video, so that you'll be able to pause, go back, move forward. Uh, this is complete training. This will help you to be successful. I want to point out before I move forward that the opportunity here is amazing. We're a nonprofit organization, and we built this to help people retire. So, in both ways, to make good money upfront, so you have a good cash flow and you're sustainable every month, but also you're making money on the back end. Okay, and you're not being asked to invest any money to get involved. We built this nonprofit organization to help people like you. So let's move forward. Not well. Let me go back again. So not only are you going to get a great career where you can make good money, you're also going to make the back end money for retirement. I mentioned. Okay, but the next point, before I go any further, is you're joining a community of like-minded people. So you'll be able to participate in personal empowerment teams that are not religious, not taken away of anybody's religion. We're just not pushing a religion on you. Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, nothing. Okay? We're not trying to get you to become something or not become something. This is just plain and simple personal empowerment teams. So your career will be positive. It's a great career to get into because everything about what you're doing is going to be a good thing. So let me get started now, right? So I already said in this first slide, it's a lifelong community career. You're getting 50% commissions upfront or $600. The price may vary. It'll probably go up in the future, so the 600 will increase. And you're also getting 50% of any money that your members stay on board. You're continuing to get revenue from everything that they do, all their activity. So that's where you get your retirement income as you move forward, and you stick around for a couple of years or whatever. You could be looking at $1, 2, 3, 4, $5,000 a month before you wake up in the morning. Okay, and you still have revenue from any new sales that you originate. Okay, on to the next slide. Okay, here I am. Now, you got to know who your perfect customer is. So now we're going into training. Know who to target. Know what are their pain points. You're going after people, human beings like you. We all have something that we want to change, whether we're struggling with relationships or finances or have bad habits, whatever, bad environments, anything, whatever their pain point is. You got to be able to talk to these people and become skilled at bringing out the pain, talking about the pain, giving the pain back to them, make sure that they want to get rid of it. What are their desires? Your pain versus your goals. They don't want the pain anymore. They're not making enough money. They want to make more money. So you're going to be talking about how to make more money. Anyway, pain and solution. Problem, solution. Pain, happiness. So your customer, you got to know about that. Their demographics, they're probably 25 to 55 professionals, startups, or comebacks. Okay. Now, finding your customers online, pretty easy. But, like anything, it's work. No matter what you do, you're going to have to work at it and be serious, be professional. You can go after them through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, and we'll have more further training on these things. But you want to go after like-minded people, like like what we were just talking about, knowing your customer. Where are your customers? You can look for them online, anywhere you want, and we'll have weekly training so we can have brainstorming sessions, sales clinics, and so forth. So we'll support you, and little by little, you're gonna know exactly where to go after, your customers. A quick bonus: attend offline, um, events and post in local meetup groups, recovery spaces, co-working spaces, churches, self-help events, etc. So you got online, you got offline. So let's go. Let's continue a little bit more with offline. You're looking for people in transition, divorce, jobs, job loss, divorce, job losses, recovery, aspiring entrepreneurs. Go to faith-based community places, burned out, professional support group attendees, personal growth event goers. Okay, get into community partnerships. This is really important. Build relationships, and this is positive too. Yeah, churches are trying to help people. Faith centers are trying to help people. Offer free empowerment workshops or guest speeches or sermons or whatever. Go to rehabilitation and recovery centers. Present the 24/7 empowerment as a next step support structure. Because a lot of these places don't have all the answers, but 24/7 empowerment brings in a whole new paradigm shift in empowerment, which a lot of these places don't have. Go to community colleges, adult centers, provide life and income breakthroughs or relationship or whatever, anything, and we'll support you. We're behind you. We want you to be successful. Go to wellness clinics, yoga studios, fitness centers, partnered host mental clarity and empowerment nights. And again, we will support you. Local events and pop-ups, self-help expos, business networking events, mental health awareness fairs, wellness conferences. Know where your customers. Think like if you were looking for help, where would you go? You think like they think. If you were looking, then what would you think? Where would you go? And that's that's where you need to go, and that's what you need to be thinking, so you can connect with people that are looking for empowerment. It's a huge industry, which you've already gotten into in other parts of our conversations as you were being recruited for this position. It's a huge industry. I forget the numbers right now because I'm not looking at that, but it's in the billions of dollars, and it's doubling with the way society is today. People are hurting. They want empowerment, and there's nothing like what 24/7 empowerment offers. Our competition, are you kidding me? They charge $150, $120, $2,000 an hour, depending on who you go to. Life coaches, therapists, people like Tony Robbins, and so forth. And for per hour, and we're talking about $25 per week for 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week support. Come on, this is a no-brainer. Okay, moving forward, you can host, and we'll support you with this. Put on free empowerment previews, events, breakthrough boot camps or legacy retreats, empowerment lunches and learns and co-working spaces. The sky's the limit. It's a big world out there. There's lots of people needing support. Probably in one way or another, everybody needs some kind of support. Everybody. You just got to catch them at the right time. You got to be proactive. You got to be professional. Know what you're doing. Be well trained. Come to the weekly trainings, sales clinics. Be empowered yourself. And now I'm showing you this a slide. Post flyers, in prints. Put them in coffee shops, churches, community bulletin boards, wellness centers, laundromats, libraries, and you'll be given your own personal QR code so people can just scan your code and they'll connect directly to your own landing page and your own platform and so forth. Referrals, oh my gosh, this is huge. And incentivize your people. They bring one or two friends, into a free session. Offer $50 referral credits or whatever. And better yet, to sign people on, our company will support you because we'll give them 50% for anybody that they bring. So they're getting 50% of a $1,200 purchase for one of their friends or family. That's $600. If they bring another person, same thing, another $600. That pays for their membership. So you're bringing people in, it could be free for them. And you're still getting your commission. Okay? What about libraries and career centers? Offer to run, life design workshops to reinvent themselves or whatever. Distribute empowerment brochures and, all your products that you have to market. Bus stop ads, barbershop ads, hyper target messaging in underserved or high stress neighborhoods. Things like you weren't born to struggle. Join a team that supports your breakthrough. Get creative. All right, we're behind you 100%. Prospecting scripts. You'll be given one. There's that one there. Go ahead and read it. Put together a script and then a follow up. It's an easy close. If you've identified the right customer and you've identified their pain, they want to not get divorced, or they want to, maybe they have diabetes, and they're out of control because of the stress of their life. They don't want to get their legs amputated or lose their eyesight or heart attacks or whatever. This is an easy sale if you're doing it right. And okay, so in closing, and you can go over this thing. I suggest that you go over it and take notes so that you can be a master. Your career success plan in a nutshell. Engage your perfect prospect, clarify their pain, deepen their pain, get into the solution that they're looking for. Number one. Number two, present the empowerment package. This is easy, nothing like it. And then create urgency and support. We only take 10 people per team, so they got to get in. Otherwise it may be, time before the next team opens up. So it's a now urgent situation. Okay, take a look at it, and we'll be seeing you in our weekly training.